In this clip, we're on page 21 of the training guide, and we're looking at one of the most useful features of the Schoology platform, and that is the ability to move or copy resources. So for this particular activity, I'm going to have two courses open. And I'm going to try to, I can't zoom on tabs. I thought I could. But if you notice up here at the top, I have the current course that we're looking at. And then I have my staff resource binder open as well. So the first thing I want you to do is to log in to your staff resources binder, because we need to have that open and available. So here's how to do that. You're going to go to Courses, My Courses, and if you've completed this training from the beginning, you will have this already. There's one that's called Staff Resource Binder. Click on Section 1. And you have this list of folders that looks like this. I want you to go to this orange folder called TABE eBooks. Now let's just expand that folder. So click on the arrow to the left just to see what all's in there. So in this orange folder, there are 3 other folders and a link. Let's collapse that again by clicking the arrow. Come over to the cogwheel by the orange folder and click that arrow so that you bring down that menu. I want you to copy this folder to your resources. So save to resources. We're going to put the TABE eBooks into your filing cabinet. And it will ask you where you want to put them. You just tell it wherever, or you can just click save. That's what I would do. So I'm going to save a copy of that in my resources. And it may take a minute because this is a substantially large amount of material. Okay, up here across from our Tennessee logo, let's click on Resources. And you see that TABE ebook folder, it's this one. I've done this so many times, I have multiple copies. But you can see that I added it on October 25th. I'm going to go ahead and delete these others. I'll show you how to do that. So here on the cogwheel, I just click and hit delete and then confirm. And then I'm going to delete the other copy. I would rather have many copies than no copies, so you can always clean up your filing cabinet the way you want to. You can create folders. You can organize this however you would like. But your ebooks are now in your resources file. If you still have your tab open for our training, you can just go back to that. But if not, go to Courses, My Courses, Schoology Training, Section 1. And here we are back at our familiar place. Click on your resources again. And there's that TABE eBooks. So your resources doesn't change by courses. Your resources cabinet is the same for your account. So you can be in several courses at one time and still see the same resources. Now, I did not cover this in the handout, but I am going to show you how to do this here, just as a bonus of this training. You should be in your resources view and you see the TABE eBooks. I want to copy my TABE eBooks into the course we're working on. So I come over to the cogwheel and I want to add this to a course. And I look for that Schoology Training Section 1 and select that. We can put it in a folder if we want, but I don't want it in a folder. I'm just going to put it in that training link. So let's click Add. And again, it takes a while because it's copying a large amount of information. Okay, so let's go back to My Courses, My Schoology Training, Section 1, and there it is. Those TABE eBooks that we copied, you have now brought into your course. They're still in your resources file for use later, but you've just put a copy into this training course. So you may think, well, I have 2 orange folders. I really don't want that. So let's change the color of this folder. Let's come to the cogwheel and click Edit. And let's make this one gray. And save changes. So you can work with this file just like any other file. Let's go ahead and look at expanded view. I know this is coming up later, but while we're here at this view, let's go ahead and expand. So you can see the structure of your course. You can see the folders and then the sub pages and assessments, whatever we've built in there. This is handy to be able to see how the course is going together. Again, I recommend writing this out on paper and then building your course around your outline. You can even expand your TABE books further because each of your ebooks has the different levels of the TABE. I did not set these up, so the folder structure is not mine. I'm not sure what the reasoning was by that. You can even expand the ebooks further. Okay, so this detail can be as specific or as general as you want it to be. I do want to let you take a look at one of these books. I'm going to pick the Math Level M because this is the book I used to write the Distance Ed course that a lot of you are using. When you click on this for the first time, you will have to create an account. It's a simple process, but you do have to set up an account. From that point forward, you do not have to enter your information. It does take a while for this to load. This is the TABE Tutor textbook. It has all of the units that are listed on our syllabus for Basic Skills 2. The textbook is exactly like the hard copy. It's just a digital version of the hard copy. So if you look at the preface, you'll see the same thing. The pre-test is there. Students can print these pages to use if they need to be able to write on them. You can look at different views. There is a citation for the book. If you use this book in courses that you write, you want to use that citation. You can look in this view, and I just clicked up here in this little circle to bring it full view. So students can scroll through the pages. They can navigate with the hours. Excuse me. I'm battling some asthma today. The answer key is in the book. If you want to go back to the title view, you can do that. There's a practice test in there. Just be aware that the answers are in the back of the book, so students can access those. You can pull this up in GoodNotes and use it to project in your classrooms. You can highlight. You can do bookmarks. Students can create flashcards to review. So this book has a lot of really good features. You have some preferences for text size and font and the time of day, day-night mode. You just can work with this to customize it in a lot of different ways. Students are accessing these books for 1 hour. If they are still in the book at the end of that hour, it should automatically renew. It shouldn't disrupt them in any way. But when you're done, you just close out. It's really quite simple to just exit out of the book. Go back to your training wherever you want to navigate to, and your book has been returned to the digital library. So that's a look at how to transfer resources and also how to access the ebooks.